Hello everybody, just wanted to welcome you back. It is Monday, April 17th, 2017, and we are back at the Yurt. I don't have much time here, so I gotta work really quickly. You can see one of my boards here is split on the roofing. But we're gonna attempt to try to get this roofing to go up and see if we can't get the building stabilized. Maybe even put some covering on it. I don't have a lot of time to work out here today. I did find another bone here. Bone right here. That definitely doesn't look human. I think I'm going to save these bones. I'll make a little pile or something as I find the bones. But we're going to try to get the roofing up and secure the building a little bit more of the Yurt. And I guess that's pretty much it. Just try to go as fast as I can. Just so you're aware of what's going on in my personal life, I've obviously been looking for work. Put myself back again with the temp agency so I can try to get some income coming in. Which means that I may not be available for producing videos as often as I would like, just because I have to have money. So the temp agency will be calling me in to work as they can find work for me. In the meantime, I continue to look for full-time work. But when I'm not doing that, I'll be out here or working on the van videos. At least that's the plan. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's starting to rain out here, which doesn't make the task any easier. I've got some beams here holding up the center for now. I'm going to try to run the struts to hold everything in place, but working against the deadline with the rain coming down while I'm trying to put up the roof is probably not a good thing. I guess the best I can do is just keep moving as fast as I can. Alright, as you can see, I brought in, out of breath here, I just hauled all these two tires from Camp Freedom 2 from the hut back here so I can use it to stand on top of as a stepping stool to try to reattach all these beams to get the roofing beams. So a little bit out of breath right now, but let me go ahead and try to do that and see if we can't get this thing to secure and stay up. Alright, this isn't the most ideal setup, but at least the roof's no longer inverted. I have two beams right here that I've made to hold everything up. And I'm currently going to try to add some more supports to secure the roofing. Now Leonard suggested tying rope up to the trees and stuff to hold it up, but the only trees around here, as you can see, are these palms, and those leaves, those fronds, will fall off. Trying to get it up there to tie it, I don't think it's going to be that easy or possible, and I'm not sure I really want to do that, because the fronds will fall off anyways, and the whole thing will collapse. I'm going to try to make it so that it can hold itself up by reinforcing it, and in a worst case scenario, I'll put beams up in the center just like this to hold it up, to help secure it and hold the roofing up. They just have a center area here with two beams in the middle, which kind of sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do with what you got, right? Unless you guys have a suggestion on what I can do other than tying to these trees. There are no trees here. I know some people suggested using trees, but if you look around, there are no trees. All that we have are these palm trees. These other trees. I don't know, these bushes over here. And the branches are like this thin. They're not exactly conducive to building. Although they could be used potentially for cordage. To make a twine or a vine or something out of it. Rope. But for now, it is raining. The structure is still holding. It held up from yesterday, even though it was pretty windy. And I think that if I put another beam over here, and maybe a couple more beams, then start to run connections up along the roofing to help hold it in place, it'll become a lot more stable. At least that's the plan. Like, I'm going to try to run maybe another beam over this way, and then another one over this way somewhere, and maybe one over there and one over there for sure, on that, from that side over there out to that corner. Then I don't know if I'll run any more. Then I'm just going to try to secure the circular structure using beams that go across, you know. At least that's the hope. All right, as you can see, the basic structure is up. At least the basic roofing. It's approximately 7 feet tall in here. And what I'm going to do now is start securing beams across to try to reinforce the roofing. I don't know if it's going to collapse. I think it still will, so I'm leaving the 2 support beams in place right now. Nothing's holding them other than gravity is holding them in place. But the hope is that the roof will become strong enough that it stays dome shaped. But if it doesn't, I'm going to have to keep those the center struts, those center beams there, in place to hold it up. But that would be really bad, because if I have to do that, then when a hurricane hits, I don't think the structure is going to make it. Of course, we're building it with frond branches, so it's not exactly the strongest structure in the world. We'll see what happens. It did withstand the heavy windstorm yesterday. There was like really strong wind, and it did make it. It survived, even though the roof was inverted. But now the roof is back out again, and of course my hexagon is no longer a hexagon, but oh well. All right, as you can see, I've stabilized most of the roofing. I still need a couple more cross beams. Might try to put them up here, but I have to leave shortly, so I don't want to do too much. But I'm going to go ahead and try to secure it. Maybe I'll put a couple more beams across just to make it a little bit more stable. These beams holding it up obviously aren't very stable, but for now I hope they'll stay up until I can get back here, but it may be a while. So I feel a little bit better in that the structure is a lot more secure now, but of course you can see the tape is falling apart here, which isn't good, because until the whole unit is secured, you know, it can unravel from the heat and the moisture and everything else that's happening out here. I'm going to go ahead and put those beams up, and then maybe run some more zip ties. Run some zip ties across these joints here just to try to hold them in place in case the tape falls off. And I'll call it a night. I have fastened all the joints that I could find with the zip tie thingies. And it's as secure as I can get it for now, because I do have to leave. But next time I come, I'll reinforce it a little bit more and then go ahead and try to do a covering for the yurt. But it's actually pretty strong right now. Like if I remove this, at least this beam here, you see it's holding up. It's not collapsing, even though I've removed the beam that supports it. But I'm going to leave the beam here for now, because it's still not as strong as I would like it. Of course, there's a second beam here holding it up, which if I remove, you can see it didn't collapse either, but that's because the other beam might be holding it up. So the structure is getting stronger by just sheer latching everything together into a dome shape. So I'm going to continue latching more cross beams, and maybe we might be able to remove those center support beams for now. I mean, once we get it all latched and secured, and put roofing on it. So the structure's coming along nicely. It is pretty roomy in here. I don't know if you can see how big it is with me in here walking around, but it's about the size of a normal room. Not a huge room, but like a regular room. Maybe the size of a bedroom. So it's fairly large and enough room to stand up inside, at least for me. And in the center, it's about 7 foot tall, so doorway is approximately 6 feet. So I think it's looking all right. Hopefully we'll be able to do some more work to it soon. Of course, I'm looking for work, and I'm back with the temp agency, so my time to come out here has severely dropped. But I'll continue to do videos as I can, as time permits, and try to come out here and work some more on the yurt and do the rest of the decomposition of Little Blue 2 videos. So until next time, everybody, I want to wish you all a good day. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great day.